The Fully Geek.
Yes. What's happening, people? Welcome to episode 130 of the Fully Geek Pod. Today, joined by Rich, Matt, and Kel. Welcome back. What's going on, brothers?
What's going on,
All
brothers?
good, man. All good.
All good.
Yeah, everything's all good in the hood.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's the first of the month. Okay,
Oh,
so pinch
Rich.
punch. What's going on, Rich?
Let it out, Rich.
No, do you know what? Yeah, you know this weekend, right? I was busy on Saturday, so I said on Sunday, do you know what? Let me just cook. I was cooking jollof, and I cooked chicken stew, for a couple of days, so the family can eat. Please tell me why I gave the food to my son, and you know what he said to me? Oh, the stew's like horse blood. Do you know? Instantly, I wanted.
How does he even know what horse blood is?
That's what I'd like to know, bro.
Listen, I don't know, but that's
change your school from now.
Some vampire school,
do you know how angry I was?
But did he eat it?
He said, no, I can't eat it. I'll just eat the jollof. Do you know how upset I was? You know when you put time and effort, you're thinking, yeah,
your heart and soul.
Yeah. So guess what?
Them ones when you're singing when you're cooking, you know the ones.
Yeah.
So you just chop the stew yourself, innit?
It's just me, innit? I'm just chopping it myself.
What about the missus now? She's not on it.
Veggie.
Oh, see.
Okay.
I drove down to London and gave out some.
I couldn't.
Next time.
Yeah.
What was in the stew though?
It's just chicken.
Wow.
It's chicken stew, a bit seasoning, made it lovely. It tastes nice. But anyway.
I said horse blood.
No, I said
that's just the one for me, man. Like,
what a description.
Was it red?
It's stew, bro.
Stew? No.
Because Caribbean's, their stew is different. It's brown, isn't it?
Oh, it's more. Oh,
brown
yeah.
stew,
Sorry. It's Ghana stew, African stew.
We use tomatoes for our stew.
Yeah. But isn't that like tomato and tomato then?
What do you mean?
Like, cause jollof is tomato as well, isn't it?
True. Exactly. Yeah. You should really eat stew with jollof. Technically.
Well, you can.
You can, but
you can do anything you want.
No, exactly. You can do anything, exactly, but yeah, you shouldn't really eat stew with jollof though.
No, don't give me your side. your side of your family.
You know what it is. Rich from the north, innit? He's from the north of Ghana. Them man, there's some next kind of breed.
So it's like you can have jollof and shito as well at the same time.
That's fine. Shito's fine because shito's not tomato. Do you know what I mean? Shito's fine, but you can't use because jollof is cooked like Nick says.
Listen.
It's smart tomato. That's what I was thinking.
Who's here to criticize me? Get out of here.
No one criticized, bro. No one
you
criticized.
brought it up, innit? You brought it up.
You're probably trying to correct me.
Should have been ready for this, bro.
It's tomato
Master
and
Chef,
tomato.
I was just trying to see. Maybe that's what he was thinking. I don't know.
Leave it in the comments, guys. What is it? Can you eat jollof with tomato stew or not?
You can have jollof with stew. Simple.
You can do, but
of course you can. It's just look. You can have it with stew or not.
Should
stew.
you have jollof with
exactly?
stew?
Should you? You shouldn't.
Listen, if anyone tells me any different outside out of us four, then I'll be very upset. And they've never tasted my stew and jollof, and it doesn't taste like horse blood either.
You took the words out of my mouth. Boy.
I know you.
That's why I'm about to come quick.
I'm sorry to hear that, though. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. But I'm glad that you could enjoy your stew by yourself. Even more for you to enjoy, man.
Exactly.
Diced chicken and all sorts.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm vexed anyway, remove.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. Anyone else?
No, this is a newest member to the team. You get me?
Oh, who's that? What's going on?
Well, I got baby girl, lads. Baby girl.
Okay.
Massive congratulations, brother.
Congrats.
Hence why I wasn't around last week. You know what I mean? But yeah, man.
Well done. At least we know the protein is working.
It sure is. £9, man. £9 drop out. Well, yeah.
Boy. Well, you are a big man, so it kind of makes sense.
No, but the thing is, my first one was like £7. And he was probably like.
Imagine. The big differences in the girl as well.
Yeah, proper. And apparently because she's that weight, in 6 weeks' time, we got to do like a hip examination. Apparently, when a child is of that weight, I think if girls of that weight, they have to do like some hip examination to make sure I don't know everything's working well and stuff.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Never heard that.
Yeah, I was like, huh? Like, yeah.
Imagine when my daughter was born, she was like 4 pounds 2, boy.
Rotted.
I'm saying small baby.
Sure.
No. That mum's like has small babies in it. So
okay.
Wow.
yeah, but fully healthy and everything. Just small as hell.
Yeah.
Now she's a giant, boy.
I ain't seen that in time, but
Yeah, no, it's just rats.
Also, I don't know why you call her a rat. You know, it's ridiculous.
She's annoying. She's annoying.
No, it's your child. Behave yourself.
No. Sometimes you want to beat your own child, isn't it? So you're trying to tell me you never want to beat your child because the child's activity is unacceptable.
All right, let's start there. Wait.
Gosh, man.
Jeez.
Gee.
We got bloody what they called?
Bruv, I mean,
what they called?
We'll have to get some safeguarding, social services going to be in the comments.
That's it, social services.
All right, cool. Those were the views of Rich and Rich only people. All right, cool. Today it's the 1st of March. It's the first of the month. It's also St. David's Day. So to all our Welsh followers, happy St. David's Day. I was about to try and do it in Welsh.
But I was going to ask you if you do it in Welsh.
Although I do message my Welsh. Do you remember Karen, who used to be my head teacher at my last school?
Vaguely.
Yeah, so she's Welsh. So every year I send her a happy St. David's Day in Welsh message.
Well, I never forget a time, yeah. Did anyone come to Swansea with us?
No, I wasn't invited.
There was a time I was in a situation. Yeah, I was in a situation. And I text one of my friends, yeah, the address. But he thought I was drunk in it. But I was typing it was Welsh. The address was in Welsh, innit? So when I'm texting where I am, he's like, I was drunk, stupid idiot. I just dashed the phone away. Meanwhile, if he came, you'd have had a very good time. Let me just say that, you know what I mean?
Thanks for the invite.
I'm not thanking anyone for the invite because I wouldn't want to be invited to those things.
Though this was my single days anyway.
So. Yeah, I still wouldn't have been invited. So I'm not into them things.
Let's not forget today's Pancake Day as well.
Yeah, well, that was coming. It's Shrove Tuesday. All right, Pancake Day. Tomorrow's Ash Wednesday, the beginning of Lent. Any of you, man, going to give up anything for Lent?
I told you, that's a man-made thing, bro.
Okay, any of you going to do anything? Any of you going to do anything different for Lent, man? You don't have to give up anything.
I gave up Naomi. Something, innit?
Man, officially quit watching the show.
No, but the thing is, you know what it is? You also gave it up when it was on alternatives. I feel like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I've done this. If it's dead, it's dead. I haven't even started watching it.
It's gone, bro.
Yeah, I gave up CW a long time ago.
Yeah.
To be honest, I want to do something for Lent. I don't know if I want to give up something. I'll do more of something or help something, but I haven't decided yet. So I've got like a couple hours, and then I'll figure something. But let's do something. All right. Yeah. Well, let's just get started, man. Let's get started. All right. Well, Rich has been talking about this for the past 3 weeks, and he's been pre-warning us, and I've been rubbishing them off, and I'm saying he's talking nonsense. But it's official. Allegedly, Russia. No, I'm going to say that's not really allegedly. All right. The Russia and Ukraine conflict has now started. And
bro. It's in full combat mode, bro.
Yeah, I don't know,
bro. They're taking over. They're in Kiev. They're taking all the main cities in Ukraine. Russia's got it on lock.
No, I don't think they've got Kiev yet.
They've surrounded it.
Yeah, but I think like that's what I'm saying. I don't know. To be honest, I'm gonna be 100 with you. Yeah, I don't watch the news, so I don't know how far. It's just when BBC News or Sky News pop up with a headline, that's all I know about the conflict, to be honest.
Yeah, so basically today, what they've done, they've started to bomb all the government, like houses of parliament in Ukraine, all that kind of places there. Now, so they licked down one of the government, let's say number 10 Downing Street version in Ukraine, and blew up all the main national theaters and everything. So they're licking down every part of the Ukraine, the main headquarters, and they've told every single person to leave. So where everybody thought they were safe in a part of the country, like the bombing is going on over in the east. Now they just switched it and gone straight to the west and bomb it. Where everyone's walking normally, boom, 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 boom. Everyone's getting attacked. You think, oh my God, airplanes are not messing about. I saw yesterday that they sent over officials to Russia to speak to Putin's people about a ceasefire. You know, that didn't work, innit?
No, but they want to negotiate with the president of Ukraine a few days back, innit? He's like, nah,
yeah,
in Belarus.
They wanted a ceasefire, but they're saying no.
It's gone too far now. It's like, nah, we're in it now. Let's. But I don't understand why no one else is coming in to help Ukraine. They're helping them with weapons, but bro, they need help, man.
No, they can't do it. This
Russia's a force, though. I ain't gonna lie, man.
This guys, and that sounds really funny or bad. This is a them war, and I think everyone else needs to stay out of it slightly. Like,
you can't.
Because as soon, bruv, look, this is how world wars start. Right now, it's their conflict, yeah. Because once all of a sudden, say England want to get involved or certain other country, then all of a sudden they're now part of the conflict. Bombs are being directed this way. Then the USA wants to get involved. Then China wants to get involved. It just gets long. Like, we're all fighting. Bruv, it's a one-on-one. If it's in the playground, let them scrap it out.
Yeah, but that's like me. That's like me fighting. Like, look how massive
a little man is. It could be you versus little man.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's a one-on-one.
But one thing I will agree with you on, yeah, I don't know if you might have seen it. No, I don't know. Obviously, this is a Ukraine war and Ukraine-Russia war. I don't know. I don't know. Make this anything more than that, or trying to. But I have to. Bruv, have you seen what they're doing to our brothers over there?
Yeah.
But they are dismantling not just blacks. If you're Asian or Arabic, whatever, you're not going nowhere. Like, there's no that. I watched one black guy go. He goes, just understand. Let kids and women go first. I understand that, yeah, but not pets and dogs go before us. Like, we're trying to say we're animals. We're less than animals now. Do you know what I mean? I felt that one. It's like they're proper like no care in the world for the ethnics in Ukraine. But like I said, like, so when you say when Nate says let them do, it's a them war, I hear him, because the thing is, we're trying to support Ukraine, and we're trying to speak up for them and blah blah. But I don't know if you've seen the clips as well. There's like 4 or 5 clips of I think it's on Shaybar, and of media out there. Like, the racism is to say it's proper severe out there. Like, the racism in Ukraine, and yeah, man, it's not a good look on that part of it. But anyway.
No.
That aside, you know what I mean?
You're spot on. You're spot on in that. And I don't know if you watch some of the outlets as well, and you know they keep on mentioning. You know, I think even the president said it of Ukraine. You know, all I'm seeing is blue-eyed white people, blonde hair
getting killed.
It
hurts me so much.
It hurts me so much. But I just to myself, why are you mentioning blue-eyed blonde hair? I was like, that's not necessary. That's it's like my people are getting killed. And the thing is, like you said, they're not letting black people across the border to go into Poland.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold on. So it's Ukrainians, born Ukrainians of white color are allowed to go across the border, not the blacks. And blacks have been there some blacks have been sleeping in that cold weather for 2 or 3 days, hoping to get through. And they're not getting through. And it's just like, and I said to myself, should I feel sorry for what's going on? Obviously, I've been brought up, and we've all been brought up to care about other people and other people getting hurt, and we don't want anyone to be hurt or any form of way. But when you see that and you think our people of our complexion are getting treated like that, nah, man, you know, like Nate said, you kind of leave it to them.
And when there's war going on in like for example, what's going on in Israel and stuff, no one bats an eyelid.
Israel, you know Palestine, Syria,
yeah, or
it could be anywhere.
Civil wars in Africa, Somalia, all the places.
Yeah, Nigeria. Do you remember that Nigeria?
Yeah, no, but it's in the news for 2 seconds and it's gone. Do you know what I mean? But so I understand what Nate's saying. You get me? Like
you got. Sorry, go on.
like the humanitarian part of it is that, like, obviously, look, I don't want war to happen in it, yeah. And like we spoke about last time, some of the sanctions, and there are some sanctions I think at the moment. I don't know if they're being overreactive. Like, I'd be 100. I think it's sick that all of these boxers and all of these sports people from Ukraine are on job. They're like, look, we're going to defend our country. We're on job. We're talking Usyk. We're talking about the Klitschko's. We're talking about even Oleg Luzhny said he's going back.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he saw that. Yeah.
I rate them, man, there, because you know what it is? You see that heart? A lot of other people don't have that heart. You get me? And this is why, I'm not going to talk about it now, but this is why I think Usyk will beat AJ again, because I don't think AJ has that heart. Yeah, AJ is a man that he's an athlete. He sees it as a reward, makes money, all the rest of it. Usyk, this is his life, bro. Like, them, you get me? I don't see them, man, have this spirit in them. So I think that side of the kind of, I think, is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and there's people from this country who have flown out to Ukraine to support Ukraine and help them fight.
Like a sick. And then, but I also see start on the other side, we're talking about when we're saying, oh, we're going to ban the Russians from like playing football, or we're going to ban the Russians from like competing in the Paralympics. And I'm like, okay, I don't understand what this means here. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong.
No, it hurts their pocket, innit?
It hurts their pocket. But, you know, like in my head, I'm like, this is a Putin thing right now. You understand? I feel you've got on one side, you've got the Ukrainians that are on their job. They will die fighting for them things. You've got Russians that are fighting a half-hearted war because they're doing what Putin wants, but even they're not really on it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think even the Russian soldiers are like, what are we doing this for? Like, I don't really see the benefit of it.
Yeah.
And I just think it's just like, it's a weak, half-hearted. That's why for me, it's just whack, man.
And the thing is, I don't know if you've seen any Putin's conferences with his council, and he sits right at one end of the table while the rest sit there because he doesn't want to get any form of COVID at all. And the camera, when he's talking to them, I assume when he has a conversation with them, they will all agree. Like, yes, Putin, yes, Putin. Some of their faces, they're like he said this, it's like, no, it's wrong what he's saying. And he says, do you agree with me? And everyone's like, yeah, we agree.
I saw one press conference where the guy said, okay, no, we want to negotiate. Putin said, we want to what? The guy said, no, sorry, yeah. Bravo said, all right, you know what? He's things different.
That guy's already missing, bro. He's already missing.
His thing's different, bro. His thing's different.
Yeah, but look, I love the energy that everyone has for Ukraine and across the country, across Europe. I think it's fantastic. I just hope that everyone puts the same energy into other things as well. Yeah. That's what I say.
Definitely. It's weird. I'm reading a new book. Well, it's not a new book. I'm reading a book called Money Banks. Is it Money Banks? But basically, there's a lot of it about Ukraine and like at the end of the war and the end of World War II and all of the kind of stuff where they started doing a lot of like, not, you know, like the money, like a lot of people used to take their tax havens and stuff like that, and they're dealing with like Switzerland, all that kind of stuff. It's a very, very interesting book. I won't be able to tell you about it properly now because I think I'm only like 6 chapters in. But when I learn a bit more, like it starts talking about Putin, it starts talking about all of this kind of stuff. It was a book written about maybe 2-3 years ago. But yeah, it's interesting. I didn't know a lot of this stuff about Ukraine. Yeah.
Ukraine is pretty big as well.
Yeah, it is big, but obviously nothing to Russia.
Yeah, because obviously it was the disbandment of the USSR. That's what I'm saying. I was probably doing my research. Well, I was like
USSR
93. 93. Can you remember Zangief used to be from USSR?
Yeah, that's why I said that's why I said it like that. USSR.
I remember that
put extra S in there, Rich.
That birth. Put
extra S in there, innit?
He did put extra S. So go on, Kel.
All I remember is that president of USSR, that birthmark.
Yeah,
that birthmark on his head.
Yeah.
And the eyebrows.
Yeah.
And then that's what they disbanded when they disbanded USSR in 93. That's when you had you had Russia, the Ukraines, the Yugoslavia, all of that kind of
Romania.
Yeah, everyone just kind of separated. Yeah. The whole Eastern Bloc.
Even look
Latvia.
No, what was that country that said Yugoslavia doesn't exist no more?
No.
I don't know why. I don't know.
Slovakia and something else.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right. Well, this weekend we had the Carabao Cup final. All right, which was versus Liverpool versus Chelsea. After 90 minutes, it ended 0-0. After 120 minutes, it ended 0-0, and it went to penalties. And just before the penalty shootout, Tuchel brought on Kepa for Mendy because he believed that Kepa was better at saving penalties. They then went to a penalty shootout. It then went to 10-10, which means that no keeper saved a penalty. It went to now the goalkeepers have got to take a penalty. So Merv, in a penalty shootout, if everyone's got to take one penalty, then if it goes to the end, they got to start again. So literally, it was almost before they had to start again. Yeah, if both keepers had scored, they would have to start again. And then the first person took a penalty, they have to take a penalty again. Yeah, and so on and so forth until someone misses, which some people think is a bit of a like rubbish kind of penalty shootout. Why does it keep on going like that? And I didn't have to explain it like that, Merv, but I just wanted to make sure you understood where I was going with that. Yeah. It then came to the 11th. It's right. It then came to the 11th penalty. So the goalkeeper for Liverpool, can't remember his name. It was the reserve keeper. He takes a penalty. Yeah, Keller takes a penalty, big penalty. Yeah. Then it goes to Kepa. Yeah. And Kepa was obviously just brought on to take penalty and save penalties. And then I think Kepa forgot what sport he was playing, or he thought he was taking a goal kick.
Yeah.
But there's rumors saying that ball is still in orbit.
Boy, the way he blasted that ball, the thing is, I don't know what he was thinking. Honestly, I didn't know what he was thinking. But look, end of the day, somebody had to miss, and it's a good thing it being a goalkeeper but still, a goalkeeper should be hitting the target anyway. As a football player, you should be hitting the target.
Put your foot through it, man.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is the fact that they took off Mendy.
Yeah, that's
and Kevin did make one save.
That's what it was for me.
And he missed the penalty.
And Mendy was probably the man in the match.
Yeah, but also Mendy in African Cup of Nations did all right in the penalty shootout.
Yeah, and he saved a couple.
But you know what it is? It's because they done that. He done that in the Super Cup, innit? And it worked.
Yeah, and the World Club Cup.
Yeah, and it worked.
Yeah, and it worked. And I get the format that Tuchel went for, because it's worked before.
Yeah,
and why give it a go?
I don't know. I think at that point there, Liverpool, the confidence goes with Liverpool, not with Chelsea.
Well, by changing the keeper.
Yeah, Liverpool have now said, look, he's cold. He's not even warm, bro. That's what it was. He's not warm. Do you remember a couple of years? Well, no, like this season, West Ham brought on they bring on substitutes to take penalties, and what was his? I can't remember what his name was. He ran halfway down the pitch, he hadn't kicked the ball, ran halfway along the pitch, missed the penalty. In the England World Cup or the European Cup, the Euros, we brought on two players, they ain't touched the ball, missed penalties. They're not really in the game, so I think it was poor. It was poor by Chelsea, and I wanted Chelsea to win, to be honest.
Did you?
Yeah,
I can't stand Liverpool.
Right, I just can't stand Liverpool fans, and I think
I can't stand the fans.
Yeah,
you know, that's all. But do you know what? That game was a really good game. I really enjoyed it. It was a good 0-0, loads of opportunities, loads of misses, a couple of offside decisions which I don't get. But apart from that, and also I'm happy that Lukaku scored a penalty, because I was praying.
Can you imagine? Oh my God!
Please, bro, please just score this penalty.
It wasn't even Lukaku, It was when who's their DM? Chelsea. Kante. When Kante took it, I was like, not him, bro. The man's too nice. Pause. But I wanted it to be I didn't want him to miss.
Yeah. He's a nice guy, isn't it?
Proper nice guy.
None of the brothers.
Yeah.
Let's just let you man know Spurs are doing the Spurs at the moment. Just let you man know.
Was it? They're winning?
No, they're doing the Spurs.
What does that mean?
Spurs are doing the Spurs. Spursy.
They're losing. Yeah. They moved it to Privacy 2. I didn't even clock.
Not that I'm watching it. All right. So they're losing 1-0.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. All right. So yeah, that was good. Well done, Liverpool. Shout out you Liverpool fans. Yeah. Rah. All right. It seems that every week there's some form of sad news. And in this past weekend, we had to shout out rest in peace to another one of our brothers, and that was MC Skibadee. Those will know him from the jungle or the drum and bass scene. And we're talking, he used to be on Cool FM.
Cool FM, yeah.
Like growing up, like listening to Skibadee, Shabba, as they used to go on, and like I remember I put in the group the Enter with the Streetfighter lyric because I remembered that word for word. That was my go-to kind of bar. And yeah, it was just a sad kind of thing.
Yeah, man. I was devastated.
What happened? Does anyone know what happened to him?
It was a car accident.
Is it?
Yeah.
But people say different things, but
well, yeah, they said it was a car accident. That's what they said the other day.
Yeah. Well, do you know what it is? Like, the guy gave me mad memories. I remember I used to go to raves just to hear him spit lyrics. Jungle Rays, Club Heaven, I can't remember where that is. It was back in the day. Him, Shabba, Det, MC Fun, all those guys, all that era. I grew up, so I was like, obviously you guys know I'm not really a hip hop head. I was never really into hip hop, but jungle was everything to me. I had vinyls and everything, and Skibble was the best MC. Before you go to a rave, any rave, I used to play him. The guy used to give himself so much energy. I used to recite all his lyrics, have a couple 2 drinks before I get there. I'm ready to go, energized. But yeah, it's so sad to lose such a iconic MC, a legend in the scene, which has, given everyone loads of MCs now. Well, not now, probably not now, because a lot of them are young, but a lot of MCs from the grime scene, inspiration. Because
go on.
Because back in the day, because Wiley used to MC with them when he was about 16, 17. So that's when Wiley came in, and Wiley used to do jungle. And then obviously he disbanded, then Garage came, then Grime came, and we know how that ended. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man. So yeah, really, really sad. And I'm not gonna lie, I stopped listening to drum and bass a very long time ago and jungle. But following his death, I just went to loads of links and listened to sets of him and MC Den and all those guys. And you got to remember, those guys are old, probably big men now, like in their 50s. And obviously the way he passed, it's just sad, man. It's just sad. It's just sad.
Yeah, he put a post about Jamal and he's thinking it. This, shout out Jamal.
6-7 days before he passed.
Yeah.
Obviously, and yeah, it's so sad.
I had the reverse thing where my sister was a jungle head in the house, innit? So I used to hear jungle all the time. And when the friends came around, it was jungle in their house. So for me, jungle was it was an older man's thing, innit? And I was the hip hop guy. But I remember one time I went to my friend's yard. He had a big poster of Skibadee in his room. I'm like, who's that? He goes, bruv, that's Skibadee. I was like, Skibby who? He goes, bruv, don't you know about this guy? Man sat me down and started painting all the Skibadees, bruv. I'm like, I was like, okay, yeah, because the jungle MCs, they didn't really MC. It was like noise effects, you know what I mean? And one or two lines, just repeat the one or two lines, you know what I mean? But this Skibadee was a rap, like rapping over the beats, you know what I mean? I was like, nah, this guy's sick. Obviously got your general ladies and stuff, but like, yeah, man. So I was like, okay, this guy's sick. So like, that's my memory of Skibadee, just being enlightened by, you know what I mean, what he does in the jungle scene, and how he spits over the beats and stuff, and his flow there's not other flow like that. Do you know what I mean? No other flow like that, man. And
he used to win the best jungle MC like continuously each year, continuously. We've lost a lot of people, a lot of people in the last few years. And just got to remember some of their good times, some of the good times.
Definitely. No, definitely for me, like I said, Cool FM, bruv, that was the station, bruv. I just,
Sunday roast.
Them times there, like there's not even one TV, but there's a main TV that might have the Sky or the Virgin or whatever. And then sometimes if you go to your room, bruv, it's 1 to 4. You get me? 1 to 4 these times. Channel 5 it was dead. Like the aerial was a bit.
Yeah.
Like you had to stand there in a certain way, whatever. So it's just radio, bruv. Radio, bruv, all the time. I used to tune into his little sets, bro. Tune in. You know, like you're supposed to be sleeping. Like your mum's told you to go to bed. It's 8 o'clock. It's just turn it down, just be sitting there listening to it, whatever, headphones and that. No, it was big. So yeah, was definitely a part of my childhood. And for me, he was like inspiration to stuff like Heartless Crew and all of that kind of stuff. And you get me from that kind of generation. So yeah, no, definitely shout out to his family. And yeah, man, rest in eternal peace, man.
Some peace.
Yeah, man. Oh shit. So yeah. All right, cool. Wasn't doing gun fingers. All right, so is there anything else been going on?
No, man.
Your boy Fury reckons he's gonna retire after this fight, but he's just chatting shit anyway, so never mind.
Do you know what? I wouldn't mind him retiring, you know.
Nah, man, he has to get all the belts. Because for me, Fury is the best heavyweight fighter ever. Not ever. But the last 10 years, like he's that for me.
And probably longer than that.
Do you reckon he'd have beat Klitschko in his heyday?
He did beat Klitschko in his heyday.
Was it in his heyday though? Which Klitschko was it?
It was Klitschko, bro. And then remember, then
that's when he got the belts.
Drugs, yeah, man. He went on his drug spree, and you know what I mean.
No, but that was still old Klitschko, though.
Okay, all right. He wasn't heyday Klitschko, but he was unbeatable. Do you know what I mean? Still, and he done it. Do you know what I mean? He was Klitschko didn't lose a fight. He was first supposed to beat Klitschko, in recent times. If that makes sense. I think Klitschko lost one fight prior to that, but that was like years ago.
It was.
And then Klitschko went on a long, like a 10-year run, and then Tyson beat him. You know what I mean?
He was fighting bums them times, though. But I hear you. Joe, you can only fight who you're in front of, innit? That's
exactly.
It.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But apparently, what Tyson Fury said that he's going to be the heaviest he's ever been for this fight, and he plans to go in the middle of the ring and knock out White.
You know, White didn't turn up for the media thing today. White didn't turn up.
No, because you know what? He doesn't want that distraction. Because
I know.
Fury intimidates you.
You know Fury.
He calls you a bum. He gives you this. No, which is great. It's great for him. Obviously, that's his job. You know, to intimidate you before the game, so before the fight, and just keeps that. You know when Fury will say something and it will stick in your head, and you just puts you under more pressure. I can't wait for that fight though.
All right.
Yeah, man.
All right, cool. Well, nothing else. Let's get on to TV and films. So, this week we've had a Power Book 4.
Sorry, cough.
What's the score, Rich?
It's still 1-0.
Bel-Air should have scored, man.
I don't know why this brother. You know, like Mo, like there was simple rules to we said don't watch the football, bro.
Apologies.
Bro, it's not even a watch along, fam. But I will say this after it, make sure you tune into Expressions because he's gonna have a nightmare. Bro, you know what it is? Sorry, I know we're gonna move on. You know, I actually watch Expressions now. Like, I don't even care about Spurs
religiously.
I just watch Expressions. But you know what it is now? I now understand why everybody else used to watch AFTV that weren't Arsenal fans.
Oh yeah.
Because when they're in meltdown, it is so funny.
It's funny. It's proper.
Yeah.
Do you know Expressions? Do you know how quick he is?
Yeah,
probably too much.
No,
that's just talent, you know.
He just
mad
bang.
Talent.
It comes up with he remembers he just goes with everything. I was like,
and the way he draws for the song as well, like quick. I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? He's like a jukebox.
Yeah,
everything related to WWE and all sorts. Yeah. I love him. I love him for that. He's big.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. TV and films.
Yes, Murph. You're right. Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's get it on. All right. Power Book 4.
One second. In Murph's head, we all got blood on our flight. He just got a gun and reload.
I ain't saying anything, mate. I ain't saying anything.
Let's talk about horse blood.
Horse blood.
Yeah, all of us have got horse blood in us right now, boy. All right, cool. Power Book 4, episode 4. It came on this Sunday. What are our thoughts? We had the Serbs are back. Yeah, so Serbians were back, and they wanted to get the coke that Liliana stole from them. So, how did you lot think this episode was?
I personally,
chat, man. What
Go on, you're talking, Rich. Go on.
Thank you, man. Personally, I really enjoyed this episode. I like Tommy and Liliana's kind of relationship they got going on. Yeah, I like the relationship they got going on, and I feel Tommy's just getting himself in a lot of trouble. I just think, the return of are the Serbs or Albanians?
Oh, gosh.
They're Serbs. That's why I called them Serbs.
No. Sorry. I just slipped my memory for a second. Obviously, allow me. Obviously, they've come back, and it's a case of, like I said, they want their drugs. I'm all thinking, good old Tommy, he might just give it back and say, we don't want no. Honestly, I didn't expect the other guy to come out and then obviously take shots at the Serbs, and then Tommy killed a woman. I felt you just causing unnecessary trouble, mate.
That was shocking, though.
Yeah.
But shame on her, though, innit? She just tried to come in rough, then they all got taken out.
No, but the thing is, before Tommy decided to kill her, she said that I covered your back when they wanted to take you out at one point. So I thought he would have said oh shit, I didn't know that. Oh, okay, cool. But here's your drugs. I don't want no beef, innit?
Yeah.
Cool, yeah?
Yeah.
And the guy just decided just to pull out some cheeky knife and just stab her throat.
Oh, but she was gonna kill him, innit? That's why.
Oh yeah, she ran for the gun.
Yeah, she was gonna just double cross him anyway. So she could have just took it and left, innit? But let me just leave no ties, innit? Who sends on me?
Yeah.
Man, they keep on talking. I don't obviously, this is the most we've heard about Ghost outside of the original Power Ranger.
Yeah.
They mention Ghost on almost a weekly basis.
Yeah.
But it's Tommy, though, so it makes sense.
Yeah, but it's Ghost.
Even Liliana mentioned it. It mentioned it just to get out of trouble, innit?
Yeah.
That was heavy.
See, the thing is, when you hear Ghost's name, it's like, bro, I miss you, man. I miss you and Tommy doing the whole tag team, doing things together.
Remember, they weren't even friends towards the end, but I hear you.
Yeah, they weren't friends, but they're still intertwined.
But I think this is a good show that shows Tommy's progress. Tommy was reckless in Power. He's not as reckless anymore. He thinks about it anymore. He's now, I think his training in Power has led him into a good thing. He's gone into a good stead. Now he's pulling the shots. He's the one that's kind of pulling the strings.
Oh, definitely. And I like the fact that Diamond, him, and the Flynn's son all kind of linked.
Yeah.
The Vic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the fact that they're all linked up, and we're trying to kind of let's work together. And obviously Vic is going behind his dad's back because his dad doesn't want him to do anything.
He finds out quick, though. I was surprised you found out.
Yeah. But I think it's probably best he did. You don't want to drag it out any further in it.
Yeah. It's conflicting, isn't it? Because it's like, he's doing all this for me. He wants him to be a man. He's like, whilst he's still under his wing, he's a boy, isn't it?
Yeah, but what he said, that was deep, because that would cut me and think, you know what? My son is right. Do you get what I mean? He's really right. And what do you expect? If he's going to treat his son like a boy, but you want him to be a man at the same time, it doesn't make sense. So expect them to go and try and do their own thing to achieve their own objectives. Do you get what I mean? And it's the same way with the daughter as well. The daughter's taking herself and starting a new franchise because the drugs that she's getting is being produced and no one's had it before. So it's like bringing how they brought coke in the 80s or 70s into America and
Snowfall. Sorry.
Yeah. So bringing the coke in and it being the most popular thing, and already she sold a significant amount to, I think it's a Mexican guy. I can't remember what guy it is.
Puerto Rican.
Was it Puerto Rican?
Yeah, Puerto Rican.
Yeah. She already kind of like, he already sampled it. It's thinking, what is this? So it could be a whole new thing and it could kick off. But hopefully, you know, she did make contact with Tommy in the last episode. So they're going to be reunited probably in the next episode anyway.
I did like the chemistry between, what's her name? Liana and what's the Diamond's brother's name? Is it Bernard? Yeah. Like,
that's so. It was a bit random. It was a bit too random.
It was weird because when they started talking, and it's like, "Oh, how'd you get that scar?" It's like, "Yeah, I'll let you touch it after." I'm thinking, there's some chemistry building up there.
But
he beat it already.
No, they did. They did know each other.
Yeah, they know each
but
other.
But it wasn't clear.
I don't think they beat each other.
No,
they beat each other.
They didn't even say that.
No,
because look. When she saw him,
they didn't say they beat. They said that he said he wants his money.
No. She wanted his money because he bumped her.
Yeah, but I don't think they beat.
No, and didn't you hear what she said? Oh, our last transaction, you were always trying it on me, and then he's
trying it on.
Yeah, trying it on. But don't mean he beat.
But and then he said we slept together.
No, he didn't.
Oh my god!
The lies.
What kind of
lies?
What kind of?
Man, that shit talk to the recipe, you know. Don't try it, bro.
I'm telling you,
bro. I fully watched the episode with subtitles. That's not what we said.
you know, I'm getting round up in it. I have to find it and put in subtitles and get that information right.
Make sure you do, bro. Put in the group, bro. But he didn't. But yeah, it was a bit when he wants to start licking, like he wants to feel the scar and all them things. I thought it was a bit much.
But I could see
everyone's got their fetish, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's a bit kinky, but do your thing.
No, but to be fair, in a sense, she's not that bad looking, and she's involved. Like she's heavily involved. Like you know, a lot of the times you tend to get guys, just guys, but she's a jacker as well. She's jacking people's drugs. She's getting involved in some serious stuff. And so it's like, I get that. Like a Bonnie and Clyde kind of concept. Do you get what I mean?
I like Liliana. I liked her.
Yeah, I like her.
I like her as well.
Yeah,
I like her even as an actress. I like her. She used to be in
Orange is the New Black.
No.
She did it?
No, I just guessed.
Oh. No, she was in that Blind Spot. Do you remember the one where I don't know if you
never watched. No, I never watched.
Where the girl wakes up in New York City with just like bare tattoos all over.
Yeah, no, I never watched it.
Absolutely amazing series. But yeah, she's in that.
Okay.
Also, did you not think it was quite respectful that Tommy just like went up to Gloria and said, "Yeah, cool, there's no more," and just bounced from her?
Yeah, no, I like that because
obviously, you know. So do you remember when Vic confronted Tommy about sleeping with Gloria?
Oh yeah.
And Tommy's like, well, you know what? I just don't want no smoke, bro. Right, cool. Bless. As good as it is, bless.
No, you're right. You're right.
Man.
I respect that. But to be fair, Tommy already knew that they were together anyway.
Yeah, Tommy knew already. But I mean, like, he's like, well, it's just not that, innit? I'm here for the money.
Yeah, it's true. At least he's got his objectives.
They were trying to go for the yardies, and then obviously they got a heads up. That police officer, I'm not sure about him.
But the thing is, right, that police officer, who's his sister? Who is Vic? How is Vic protecting her or do it? Because obviously he pays the police officer, but there's one part of the scene where he mentioned his sister. I'm like, who's his sister?
I think he was saying you got to pay her medical bills or something.
Oh, is it medical? Okay.
I think he was saying you got to pay medical bills or something.
Do you man know the guy that dreads who that is? Yeah.
The son.
No, is it Diamond's boy, right hand man? Is Diamond the guy who came from prison?
Yeah.
But what's the brother called?
Janard.
You know he's right hand man, the guy that dreads. Do you know who that is?
D-Mac.
That's Jeremiah, the singer. You know Jeremiah?
I thought so. Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
But really?
Yeah, that's Jeremiah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Who's Jeremiah?
He's the one that sings
birthday.
Birthday sex.
Yeah.
She does freak.
Really?
Does freak of the week with what do you call it? What are the team people are called? Cryptocode.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's okay. And that's Tommy's brother's son.
No, Tommy's brother's son is one of the soldiers. He's not that. He's not the right hand man. He's not the one.
Sorry, the dread. He's yeah. Sorry, yeah. The one that phoned Diamond said to him the police are coming.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's him. Oh, right, I didn't realize that.
All right, cool.
No, sorry. I'm just saying, innit?
No, it's cool. But yeah, apart from that, it was an all right episode. I can't remember everything made. I do think
also,
why are they trying to attack the brother's shop? I don't understand why.
No, but the son knows that's his dad.
Yeah, the son knows who he is.
Yeah, the son knows who he is, and that's why he stopped.
No. That's why he's attacking the shop.
Yeah,
but not doing anything to him or taking any money or anything. The son
but they were told to go. Were they told to go into the shop?
Nah, that's another move.
No.
That's another
move. No. So the son goes there and smashes it all up because he's angry, and that's his dad.
Mm.
Yeah, but wasn't it the son that shot up in the air?
Yeah,
to stop
the other guy, innit?
Yeah,
he's about to shoot him.
He fell asleep in it.
No, I didn't know. No, I watched it before, bro. I can't fall asleep at 6:45 if I'm awake, innit? I didn't know. I thought he was stopping him from mashing up the shop. I didn't know if it was stopping him from shooting him.
No, because I was about to shoot him in it. Then he shot the.
Okay.
Yeah, the street light.
But yes, so the fact that the boy knows that's his dad, and the dad asks him, "Why are you coming to mash up my shop all the time? Like, who are you? What do you want? Do you get what I mean?" So yeah, there's the son needs to reveal himself because you can't let this drag on. It's like, yeah, you're my dad.
He will be.
You know that, innit? It probably will be, innit? It probably will be.
Nah, I don't know. In Power, they kind of reveal things ASAP, innit? You know, like they don't let things drag on, boy. Don't let things drag on. Also, I'm not gonna lie, 50 is like shout him out, but he's just moving like a sport child, bro. Like with his post in regards to stars, not what do you call it?
Oh yeah, I was thinking, what's going to happen to the 50 verse, man? I don't know if he has the rights to move all of that to another.
No, it's gonna stay on there.
What's the issue? I don't understand. What
basically he's trying to say that StarzPlay have kind of not upgraded. What's the word? Like put on for season 2 of some like crap, like worse shows than Power Book 4, yeah. And he's still waiting for the green light to say there's going to be a season 2 of Power Book 4.
Oh, so they haven't agreed to.
They haven't agreed to it to be on Starz yet.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but that's what he's saying. But I'm like, brother, relax, innit? They're gonna do it, so don't worry about it. Also, Power was on Netflix. Then you moved the rest of it to Starz. You can move it to wherever you need to go.
I'm sure Netflix will take it anyway.
They'll grab that.
Yeah, but the only thing Netflix won't want to do on some weekly thing, innit? You know, that's
I think
they were doing that before.
They were doing the original Power. Yeah, they did. They did the original Power.
Yeah, I'm happy with the weekly thing because I wouldn't want to binge.
It's too much Power. Bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to binge Power.
I don't think you can binge Power.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's Power Book 4, episode 4. All right, Rich, I'm going to hand this one over to you. Okay. So this one is Euphoria season 2, episode 8. Cheese. Episode, Rich.
Cheating is a crime.
Look, I was intrigued, innit? And obviously, I saw stuff online, and I thought, you know what? Final episode. Let me just have a little glimpse on what's going on. And I'm being honest with you. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I thought this episode is pretty emotional.
What do you mean? What are you talking
about? What are you talking about? We ain't even spoken about it.
No, Euphoria. I mean, in the past, what you guys obviously next. What?
Oh, Nate doesn't like, but me and Merv love it.
No.
Also, watched the final episode where it's supposed to be happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Watch episode 4. Watch episode 5. Like, don't talk about the show. Oh, it's amazing.
You can't just come in. You can't just come in from the sidelines and start, giving a whole rundown of it.
No, apologies. I really enjoyed the episode. Is it the boy called Chrissy? Is it Chrissy? The young boy that
Ash.
Oh, it's Ash. Like
Ash is the guy, Nate. Jeez, Ash, he's the guy, man.
What, the little boy?
Yeah, Ash.
Man.
Yeah.
Ash, yeah.
What kind of killer is he?
Ash,
bad boy.
Ash is just growing up, messed up, innit?
Yeah.
He's not even grown yet. It's the thing.
It's not. That's obviously 12, innit? Is it 12?
At first, I was thinking like, Oh, this guy, he just needs to be brought down to hell straight away, bro, without even dying. No other ones, just put him down straight here. But I thought he's a product of his environment, isn't it? Like,
yeah, but
parents messed up.
all the brothers don't like that though. Do you know what I mean?
But
Like,
I don't know. It's like, could we say that his brother's responsible for him being like that as well?
well, I say it's a nan. I mean, the mum, sorry.
Yeah, but
the mum lived that lifestyle, man.
Yeah, they're probably messed up, man. But for some reason, Fez was able to change. But Ash is just like silent and violent, bro.
He's got no soul, bro. No soul whatsoever. The way, when he saw a little, because I was a bit baffled, like when the guy was chatting to the girl. I was like, hey, what's going on?
And that was from the last episode, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
It's like, everyone, and I thought, no, please don't kill Fez, man. Please don't kill him, innit? Because it just looked like he was gonna die in that. Like,
that's what I thought as well, innit? I thought he was gonna die, but then obviously he was an informant.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and it's just like, yeah, bro, it was deep, man. That whole scene was deep. Like the way this all went down. But from the time he stabbed I stabbed the guy in the throat. I thought it's gonna end messy. It's gonna end messy, man.
Bro, that house got mangled, you know,
bro.
Bullet holes everywhere,
bro.
Mad, man.
Yeah, but the little boy. Like, I didn't think the little boy. I said to myself, "Is he gonna die? Is he gonna die? Is he gonna get arrested?" And obviously, his brother got shot, and I thought, okay, his brother got shot, so he's gonna like maybe reconsider everything. But this guy came. I don't know where they got all his weapons from. Yeah, this little boy had it all planned. He jumped in a bathtub. I think the bathtub was metal or something. I don't know. But he was.
They should have stayed in there, man.
No, I loved it that he played dead as well. That was sick. Yeah. Man played dead, you know. We got him. He's down. Man goes, I'm down, yeah. Big double shot barrel.
That shotgun's very powerful, and he should have moved him.
Bro, he's had training, bro, since infant.
Oh yeah, he had, innit? I don't know.
But yeah, man.
And I think it was just emotional because obviously there was loads of scenes where I can't remember.
Oh, you talk about the play.
That play. Yeah, that
play was sick, you know.
Yeah,
that play was so sick, and the way they done it, like mixed it with the real.
Yeah.
This Euphoria, like I agree with the first 3 episodes. I'll say the first 4 episodes it wasn't nonsense, but it was just like, what's going on? But after that, like episode 5, 6, 7, 8, massive. They were massive, man.
Bro, the way Maddie just come up on the stage was come and beat like.
Bro, they should breathe into the glass.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's over.
They should just gave Cassie some smack around her head, like, that's proper real beef, man.
Yeah, proper real beef. Proper real beef, man.
I don't know who told Cassie to come on stage and start hype anyway.
Oh, it's very bad that chased her chased her, you know, all the way through the school.
That's because they're wearing heels where it's like,
I know, proper baby runs, you know what I mean? And the smash her on a wall. I was like, what the hell?
I felt that, man, when she just threw against the wall like
that. Yeah. But nah, man, it was really really good. It was really just the writers are top notch. And Zendaya again, her facial expressions cracked me up. You know,
when it was
she cracks me up, you know. Oh gosh. But nah, man. Apparently, she like her and Drake, they produce it, innit? This show.
Oh, what? Yeah,
man.
Right. Yeah. And Nate stitched up his dad, innit, as well.
Bro, I thought I was gonna kill him, you know.
Do you know what the way they shot that scene? Because remember they kept showing Nate driving, and they were showing the
house
of Fez's house. I'm thinking he's been drinking, he's getting his gun. I thought he's just gonna drive through the front door and just basically whatever happens.
Revenge. I thought he was gonna go back and get revenge.
Yeah. And then they made it obviously he's going to his dad with his mates. Like,
bro.
And basically
his dad was having the time of his life.
Yeah, it's not fair that you got away with this, isn't it? Basically, you just ruin the family, try and have your fun now. And just Feds come take him away, isn't it?
Yeah, and he says that.
I thought he was gonna kill him, you know.
Because initially he walked in with a gun, right?
Yeah.
So I thought, I thought he was gonna just have that little talk. You know, people tend to talk instead of kill people straight away.
Yeah.
Have what they got to say, then kill him.
Yeah.
Then, I take it he called the police in it and say where they were.
Yeah.
But he done the right thing because his dad's going to suffer in prison.
Yeah, straight pedo.
It's deep, man. It's very, very deep.
Imagine that, man. Like, because he saw those tips when he was young, innit?
Yeah. So they're 11 years old or something.
Yeah, man. His dad was reckless, man.
Yeah.
He's a reckless guy. Didn't care about nothing.
His
But I think
his dad just wanted to be happy. To be fair, he just wanted to be gay and live his best life.
He just lived. It's like he just at the wrong time, innit?
Yeah, that's what it was.
I don't think he's gay. He's one of those what they call asexual. I think this beats anything that breathes, bro.
No, but at the time, remember he wanted. Remember he was having a relationship. Like, well, he's doing this thing with his best friend, or rest the guy, and then that's when the woman said he's pregnant, and then his life turned around. He had to become serious, innit?
Yeah.
He just wanted to be free and dance.
But I think this is the end. I think it's the perfect ending for it. Like, I can't see them bringing it back for another season. But what? I mean,
they'll drag it out because they will. But I mean,
I don't think they should. Because Zendaya was like at the end of it. I thought you didn't see it. Zendaya was explaining, like, like I went the whole time about doing drugs.
So yeah.
Oh, did you watch it?
No. I just read the review because I was like, I'm not going to watch it. I might need to pretend to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, go on, man.
I'm surprised because like the last season 1, where it ended, that Labyrinth song, like it just ended really kind of like theatrical. Like, so I thought if this is going to be the end, and I thought they would have done something like that again, because the way that the first season ended was quite. I probably love the ending.
It has been renewed for a third.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it still feels like there's some unfinished business there, man.
What unfinished business?
Also, okay.
Oh man, like Fez, we don't know if he's going to live or.
Fez is prison, bro. Straight.
Yeah.
He had his hand on a knife, innit?
Oh yeah.
Why is that woman not trying to go after her money no more?
Who?
The woman that she got the drugs from. Zendaya got the drugs from. Like, why?
Probably.
Like, for me, that was like a big thing. Yeah, like the woman's telling that I'm gonna sell you to the man them to do their thing with, and like we've never heard from her again. That day where she got the drugs and she was like moving mad, and then she escaped. Like, why are they not after her? Why is it not people that are beating down her door?
Probably yet to come in season 3, man.
Possibly. And I guess I'll be honest, I'll watch the last 3 episodes before season 3 comes out, but I'm just not doing it now.
Yeah.
Don't miss out, man.
So basically, Rich, you got to watch it, yeah? You got to watch it from now on, yeah?
Yeah, I'm fully involved.
Obviously,
so I still think you need to go back and watch season 1 and 2.
You can't just cheat like that.
I will.
I'm not convinced.
Just tell me the episodes to ignore.
All right, Boris Johnson. You watch all of them.
Okay. Maybe season 1, maybe not. What I might do, I might get a recap. The recaps.
YouTube ones, yeah.
Of season 1, and then just start from season 2.
Season 2, correct, yeah.
All right, cool. Let me know when you get to episode 4 and 5, and then let me know if you think that I was right to give it up.
You'll be back.
All right. Well, that was Euphoria. That was the season finale, and I'm sure it will return. If probably 2023, I probably assume. All right.
Longer than that, because the first season was like 2019, innit? Like
yeah, it was been a massive gap, innit?
Big gap, man.
Yeah, but like COVID's over now, innit? Oh, forget what we're talking about. There's a war going on. Sorry, just ignore me, bro. Like I thought we was gonna have a nice summer. There's a war going on. All right, cool. We had Bel-Air, episode 5. Thoughts?
You guys spoke about that last week, though, didn't you?
Episode 5.
We spoke about 1 to 4. 1 to 4 last week, yeah.
Yeah, episode 5 comes out every Thursday.
That's what
I think this episode was okay. Obviously, Trey came from
Philly, West Philly.
From Philly.
Yeah, you spoke about it. It's like they mentioned it in.
No.
Remember Trey when you talked about Trey last week about how it was.
We were talking about how they met him.
And how he was going to come into it, because at the end of the episode, he was going to be, if him and Carlton had worked together, they were going to bring Trey back over. And then I think we had spoken about who Trey, what we was trying to remember who Trey was in the original Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that you have been listening to the podcast, Kel.
Oh, come on, man. I'm not rich, bro. I listen, man. I always listen to podcasts.
I just don't know why you're calling my name out for. It's probably not necessary. That's the thing. I don't forget what part of the editing I do. Anyway,
I'm not with it.
No, some of it. But anyway, this episode, I think it was okay. Obviously, Trey came down to visit the Banks family, and obviously, you know, Will has always been saying, I will come back to Philly, you know, now that they found out the main guy who was after Will has now died. But, you know, through the episode, Will was kind of like, hold on, this is, you know, I'm
avoiding it.
Avoiding the discussion, and Will's, you know, realizing that actually this is life. You know, this is a completely different environment. Why would you want to go back home to have that environment? I've got a better education. My family, my auntie, my uncle, my cousins are here. They're rich. So it was this thing of the stuff that you should think about realistically. And obviously, Trey was like, hold on, all this time you've been lying to me. Well, getting your hopes up or whatever it is anyway. So I think Trey overreacted.
Of course.
And I think Trey's very immature as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not overreacted, but that's his boy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you hear your boy's not coming back, it will hurt. It will hurt, man. You know.
And because they've just grown up like that as well, this is the life he knows, isn't it? He's not thinking beyond West Philly, innit? He's just thinking, life is like my boys, we're just doing our thing, hanging out and all that stuff, but he's not realizing they're getting older. Like, even if Will was to make it, like he was to get all these scholarships, because he was moving up anyway before that happened. So
the basketball,
what did you think was going to happen? Do you know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong, there is a hint of jealousy there. Come on.
Oh yeah, of course.
You go to your boy's new mansion, bro. His bedroom is probably the size of his whole flat in Philly. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, of course. There's a hint that obviously jealousy there as well. So yeah, man.
Still can't get over that.
But what I didn't like, that I don't know why Will didn't tell Trey. By the way, nobody knows. Nothing. Yeah, nobody knows what happened apart from Uncle Phil. And Trey was just like, it kept on mentioning it. It's like, and then obviously Carlton got a sniff of it, and Carlton was.
I don't get what's the problem though.
He was wasted though as well. But he was wasted though as well,
He was
drunk as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm sure before that he mentioned something. I'm sure he did, but even if he drunk or not, even I'm telling you, don't mention it. But anyway, Will didn't say. Will didn't say anything. So that's what's going to happen when he obviously Trey's assuming that the whole family knows what the current situation is.
What's Carlton's issue, man? Your dad saved your cousin's life, man. It's cool. Relax yourself.
But
Carlton's another one that's a bit spoiled.
No, but you got to remember when Will first went into Fresh Prince, the Will Smith back in the day, Carlton was a super prick. He was like that, and then there was a moment where everything changed when Carlton or Will got shot. I can't remember, but everything changed and they became more brothers than enemies, and they worked together because Carlton always to bring Will Smith down all the time.
Talking about sorry, there you go.
Is to bring him down all the time, and obviously, but I think the relationship will progress for sure.
Yeah, and the comedy kind of toned it down anyway. So we're seeing Carlton like same kind of jealousy, but obviously this is a more serious program, isn't it? So you just don't like him. I don't like him one bit, man.
I don't like him.
Oh, you know what the funny thing is, yeah? So I was watching episode 5 today, and I was like, Mom, this is the new Fresh Prince. She goes, the new Fresh Prince? Yeah, they've redone it. She's like, oh, okay. So where's Hillary? Oh, there's Hillary. Oh, where's Uncle Phil? So, oh, okay. Oh, that's Viv. I was like, yeah, that's Viv. She goes, oh, all right. Where's Ashley? I said, oh, Ashley was the girl that was talking. She goes, okay. I haven't seen Carlton yet. Her Carlton came and goes, Carlton, he's awful. I was like,
I can't believe it.
She rang and said he's awful, you know. I was like, wow, Mom.
Nah, it's a lot.
You know what it is with Carlton? Yeah, he doesn't look like he fits in the family. Look wise, everything wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just looks like some he's been plucked from somewhere and bang. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't fit. And yeah, I don't know. The casting they did it wrong there.
No, do you know what?
He's a good actor. Like,
No,
he's a good actor and stuff, but I don't know. He just doesn't.
I think even in the original Fresh Prince, I think everyone was totally different. Because Hillary was the lightest one out of all of them, and the Aunt Viv at that time and Uncle Phil.
And Ashley's Cooley in it.
Yeah,
and
so
all mad mix. Yeah.
So everyone. So in this case, Carlton's the odd one out. Do you get what I mean in that sense?
No, he's the odd one out. No, I mean he's not odd one out because Aunt Viv is dark skin, Uncle Phil's dark skin. You know what I mean? But he's the odd one. I don't know. He looks. I know what you mean.
Almost like he's a different part. He's like almost like from a different part of the world. So the others, in that sense. Like,
so are you saying basically he looks Butters? Is that
no
what
one
it
said,
is?
No one said
but is
no
that
one said he looks.
No one said that.
That's him. You know, that's rich thinking. This, you know, that's rich.
Some dangerous thinking, bro.
No,
you know what I mean.
This is the energy that I'm getting from the three of you.
No, that's the energy you're getting from you.
Exactly from you.
Yeah, you're all alone in that little corner, mate. Stay there.
You get me.
But what did you guys think about the whole Ashley revelation?
They got to do it.
It wasn't surprised. It's like it's just
they got to do it.
Yeah,
it's just the times. It's fitting in the times.
It did fit with the times, and I think Hillary handled that very well. And I think, to be fair, even she handled it well. She was like, "Well, I'm not participating in those kind of things. Like, I don't know if I am. I'm not going to tell my family yet because I don't know if I am. Just that I like hanging out with her, and I think she's cool." And Hillary was like, "Oh, it's amazing, Ash." Like, for me, that's progressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's definitely a progressive conversation. I guess it's a conversation that I guess people have more and more of it. My own thing is, 12 years old. Whoa, slow down. But
You got to expect that now. Any show you watch, any series you watch, you have to expect it. They have to put it. I think it's part of the culture.
Yeah, everything's inclusive. It's all inclusive.
They have to. They have to bring in there. Yeah.
They're more or less covering quite a lot of things in the show, anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right. One of the things I will say though is, like, I in a way I expected Gerard, I think his name was, whatever, the gunman, to be in it a little bit longer, yeah, because I wanted it to build some kind of tension. But now he doesn't want to go back to Philly. Like, is this going to go on for 6 seasons like Fresh Prince? And if it does it have to change the concept? Because originally the concept was it was a little bit more edgy, it was a little bit more real, because obviously he was firing guns and all them things there, yeah, trying to like and all that. So he had to rush to Bel-Air. But now he's dead. What's going to happen? Like, where, what's the direction of the show?
I think obviously his relationship with Carlton that has to sort of to a buddy stage, isn't it? There's going to be Uncle Phil and Jeffrey. There's going to be
Aunt Viv and a painting.
And
I feel that light skin brother's on it. You know he's on it.
Michael Ealy. Yeah, that was a surprise.
But to be fair, even the old Fresh Prince, there was someone trying to move to Aunt Viv back in the day anyway.
Yeah, what's it? Richard Roundtree, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chef. Yeah. There's also Lisa and Will. They've got their relationships got to develop, I suppose.
But I still find it awkward that she dated Carlton.
I know. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Yeah. That is a bit weird to me as well. It's like that doesn't add or take away anything from the storyline. Like, they dated. Like, this doesn't do someone else at least, isn't it?
Yeah.
Will went for a string of women in the original series, isn't it? So like, could have just been a different person, to be fair.
But I see what Nate was saying on the first episode when you're saying that whole Will scene that happened. Like, I do feel that they've rushed it. Like, it's like this first season, everything's rushed in. It's like they're rushing to put everything in quick. Do you know what I mean? Like,
go on, say.
No. I'm just saying. So like, that's why it's hard to see 6 seasons developing, because like they've rushed everything into this season, and it's like
I doubt it'll go 6 seasons.
Maybe not 6 seasons, even a second. But you know what it was for me? It was gritty. Like, this isn't gritty.
No, it started off gritty.
But the whole concept was supposed to be gritty. Do you know what I mean? It was like, it's a new gritty type of thing. I don't have to, bruv, it can be about laughs. Do you get me? It is what it is. It's not about that. But it's just like, you promised us grittiness, but the guys died after 3 or 4 episodes.
But it's still gritty-ish,
look,
like the drugs and all that stuff. And
look, like Merv said, the whole Uncle Phil and Jeffrey thing, you know, that I love to know more about that. You know, like, look, Jeffrey's a hitman. He's got connection. He knows hitmen. So I want to know: is he part of SAS or something? I don't know what he is, man. But I don't know. I'm look. I'm happy they didn't drag that guy coming to Bel-Air to find. Look, that whole concept of him coming to Bel-Air is just I think it's a bit unrealistic. How bad was the situation of Will for the guy to come to Bel-Air to try and take him out? I think it was a bit. I don't think that was what was. I felt it was a bit. For what?
Embarrassment. That's all it was, isn't
it? Yeah. So you're going to come all the way to Bel-Air, catch a flight which probably costs £800 to come there. Are you crazy or something? That's just ridiculous. But I was hoping, you know, when Trey left their residence, I was really hoping that Jazz would have picked him up and made him realize, kind of, I think you're overreacting. You got to remember where you guys are coming from, and this is a fantastic opportunity for Will to progress and gain a better education and succeed. I thought that Trey Jazz was going to pick him up.
Even Vi wasn't not acting, right? But obviously it makes more sense for her. That's his mum, innit? But
she's not.
When she realised, when Will was like, "No, I'm on the stage," like, okay.
You know, I was hoping to see. You know, those guys done that prank on the family.
Oh yeah.
I was hoping to see a Jazz moment. Uncle Phil is dashing them out.
But do you know what?
I think they're going to cameo it in. They're going to do that somehow.
They have to do it somehow, man. They have to.
Even if it's a serious thing, it's like, get the F out of my house. Like, it's just like, pushes him out. It's just going to be like, equivalent.
Well, because, you know, Jazz will always try it on Hillary anyway.
Yeah, but this Jazz, he's different though, isn't he? He's not like a man. He's not a man. Yeah. He's not like, it's a different Jazz in it. So it's hard to see that happening. That's the thing.
Neither of them are airheads, isn't it?
No, and does that mean Hillary's going to leave?
Well,
no, she's in that house, isn't she? Going to go into that house. And I think she'll leave. Look, it's not about Hillary.
No, evidently, but that's what I mean. So that's what I'm saying. Does Hillary leave? Oh, to be fair, I think she left a little bit in the actual Fresh Prince when she went to go and when she moved out and she was doing her own thing. She only used to come in. She used to pop in every now and then.
Yeah, she used to pop in.
Yeah, true, you know. Yeah.
When she met Trevor and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Will you marry me?
No, he never even got to marry. He said, "Will you marry?" Yes, Trevor, I will. Yes.
That's funny, man.
Everyone is watching this like, yeah. I remember the scene. I remember everything with the scene.
Trust me.
Nah, Fresh Prince is unwritten off. All right, cool. Guys, there was a series that came on BBC, which was called We Are Black and British. All right. So, what We Are Black and British was about, for those that haven't watched it, there were a group of 6 individuals from different walks of life all around the British Isles, and they were brought together to a house in the Cotswolds, I think it was. Yeah. And then basically each of them had their own kind of story to tell that they were supposed to share amongst the 6 people. And they would then have discussions about it and maybe see if they can change people's minds or kind of get a deeper understanding of other people, really. All right. There were 6 themes. We'll very, very briefly touch on them. We had education. There was a young lady who had been kicked out of school, and she said it was her fault. And as black people, we shouldn't play the race card when it comes to stuff like education. There was the mother who was dealing with the stop and search, and her son, who is a carpenter, was stopped and searched in his vehicle. He had a carpenter's knife on him, as with all of his logo and all the rest of it, and they arrested him. And he had to go to station cell, and that was her kind of story about how.
And they charged him, by the way.
Yeah, they charged him, although she had told him he was going to work and the rest of it. We also had the rapper that his name was
Strange,
yeah, Mr. Strange,
Mystery Strange,
Mr. Strange,
yeah.
And he was talking about his experience about being black and gay or black and queer and how people kind of come out of it. Then we had a professor who wanted there to be all black organizations and us build our own infrastructure. There was another guy who spoke about interracial relationships and does it matter what color you are, like your spouse should be. And then we had someone getting racism from their own community. So it was over 2 days, yeah. And there was 6 people in there, 3 females, 3 males. Okay, before we talk into different characters or any of the themes, what did you think of the kind of overall kind of message or concept of the show?
Basically, everyone's got a different experience, a different black experience, really. And it was so, like, at the beginning, like, I like the way they done it, because at the beginning you're kind of like, you agree with that person, and like even like with the 2 girls, I can't remember what their names were, but
Michelle Lynn.
Michelle's the mum. The young ones, yeah.
You almost kind of felt like them 2 were kind of like against the others because they're mixed race as well. It almost seemed like there was just that blatant difference, that they're mixed race and they've clearly got a different experience, and almost felt like they were looking at completely different towards how the other 4 were. But when you start to get to know what their stories were like, especially like I can't remember the other one, about the whole racism within the family.
Lynn,
Lynn, yeah. It's deep. Like, so everyone's got a valid point to make in their situations, really. So it was interesting to see it from different perspectives.
First episode, I'll be 100. Them girls were jarring me. Yeah, as in, like, I had to pause it a few times to kind of calm down, because I'm arguing with the television. I'm arguing with an innate object that cannot argue back with me. Yeah, the TV has done nothing to me. It's literally just showing me pictures and sound coming out of someone else's conversation, but I was wanting to argue with it. Then after a while, I got used to it and I kind of understood them a little better, but they were jarring me at the beginning.
Yeah, they were jarring.
Yeah, they were very jarring. Some even towards the end, some of their opinions. The issue is some of them don't know how to listen or don't actually listen to anything. They say what they want to say and that's it. And only their opinion counts.
Yeah.
Rich, yeah. So very, very quickly, all right. Just looking at the what's the word? The concepts, all right. So we had education. Now we'll skip that one because I don't think that was actually that big of it. The stop and search. Yeah. So we had Michelle, the mum. One of her sons got stopped and searched, blah, blah. What did you think of that kind of conversation they had around that? They all spoke about their different experiences.
What, the stop and... Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, just even like with the whole, it was wrong, obviously, like he was going to work, time of the morning as well and things like that. Things just didn't add up really for why they would do that. But even after all that, like, yeah, the mum was just still like, no, it still needs to be done. Do you know what I mean? But I think the whole concept of that is just like, if it's going to be done, do it with everybody.
Yeah.
And I suppose that's what we've always been saying. It's like, if you're going to do that, do it with everyone, innit?
Yeah. And the thing is, and that's what we've been saying all the time from the beginning. You know, everyone, it's all about being treated fairly. You know, we learned that from school, from our parents, and we learned that when you go into a place of business, it's all about being treated fairly. And that's the thing is, and that's what's not happening, especially within London. We're not treated fairly.
Yeah.
And I think I would like to, well, I'd like to know the full story, but you know, for a police officer to stop someone, you know, with a work uniform and him having it, well, I'm assuming he's having his tools, so he probably had that knife and with other tools with him, and the fact that I get the fact they arrested him because it's probably over a 4-inch or 5-inch blade, but when you charge him and he's giving you a full explanation, the rationale why he has that tool, it's because I'm going to work. It's 7 a.m. I'm going to work. I get that. But I think the fact that charged him, I think having a warning is sufficient enough in that sense, because he's got a real objectives. He's got a real reason why he's carrying it.
Why would he have a warning if he's going to work? That's he has to get his tools from A to B, innit? And he's in work uniform, so there should be no warning whatsoever.
No, but you say that, but however, it's against the law to carry a blade over a certain inch.
Not with work.
No, well, clearly it is.
I don't know that, to be fair.
I don't believe it. If it's work, it's a work tool. He's not carrying a bladed article. It's different if he's carrying a bladed article on his person. He wasn't even carrying it on his person. And again, this is the law. On his person. What do you mean? Sorry. So, okay, on your person means that you're carrying it within your pockets or on your body.
Oh, okay. It was carrying it in his bag, you mean?
Yeah, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Okay. In that sense, it's not like. I mean, there's been times, for example, in the past where, for example, you might have confiscated a weapon, for example. I'm talking years ago, yeah. And I remember I contacted my friend who worked for the police, whatever, and I just wrapped it up. Like I wrapped it up, and I put it in my boot or whatever. And the reason I wrapped it up is because if police stopped me and they said, look, well, you've got this knife on you, I'm like, yeah, I hear you, but there's so much tape on it and cardboard. By the time I took off the tape and cardboard to try and use it to somebody, the person's gone. Yeah, do you know what I mean, kind of thing? Because I've covered myself because it's not a weapon, and I'm not using it as a weapon. I did like the fact that when they went out into Brixton, and shout out Respect, it was nice to see my brother Respect on there. Like when he was doing all the kind of the family first stuff, and they go on the demonstrations and the marches and all that kind of stuff. And it was nice. What I liked about the show was they actually also went out into the community and kind of spoke to the community about some of the kind of issues and how they could work on it.
But you know when they were walking through the community and they spoke to the doctor didn't feel comfortable because he felt that there was some form of intimidation. And what did you guys think of that? Because if I see that, I'll be like black, white, whatever color it is. I'll feel like, whoa, what's going on? Do you get what I mean? I totally understood where it was coming from.
You think? Oh no, I don't know if I got intimidation. I thought, is he embarrassed? Maybe I don't know. Like you know, like obviously, there's gonna be some people within your race that proper fighting for your race and all this stuff, whatnot, and you agree with it, but it's like at the same time, some people just want it done rather than having these
the protests and
and it's almost like I want it to be done, I want it to be fixed, but I just don't want to see all of that happen either. I don't know. It could be like embarrassment or intimidation. Who knows?
Because it's something you're probably not used to.
Yeah.
And and that's why I think, because like I don't know, I just understood where he was coming from and how he felt about that. But what Respect, was it Respect? Yeah, was it
Respect?
Respect. I think what he's doing is a good thing. It's not aimed for any form of violence. It's to stop people committing crimes. And I've seen loads of stuff on Instagram. I follow them anyway. Loads of stuff on Instagram where they'll been able to catch people and stop people from committing crimes. So I massively respect them. I respect what they're doing and what they're putting together, and keep on going. Keep on going. I think it's every Saturday they tend to go out on the streets and stuff like that. Yeah, massive respect.
And if I'm honest with you, I think we could probably do an episode of the pod on each one of those themes. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to have conversations with people about some of these kind of themes. But I think it was good ultimately as a show. Like, I think it was the concept. It was, for me, it's one of the best reality type shows I've seen in a long time.
That's what I was saying. That's what I said as well. It was really engaging and really thought-provoking.
Yeah, it was definitely thought-provoking. And I literally, you can have a discussion about every single one of those things.
Yeah, you could.
Like, genuinely have a lengthy discussion and learn from it. And I think hopefully that's one of the things they all took away from it, is they all learn. Because at the beginning they all kind of came in on the ignorant vibe, but I hope they all learned from it. All right. So go on.
No, I was just saying, like I said previously, this is what happens when you have different experiences growing up, and you only know one certain way of living, or one way you've experienced a situation, and as soon as people open up, you're thinking, oh my God, and you realize what I'm talking about. Not saying it's not relevant, just saying it's just like there's much more that I'm not exposed to, and people over here are totally exposed to a totally kind of situations.
So, definitely. All right. Just let you lot know that Peaky Blinders was an accident. Just let you know that Peaky Blinders has returned with season 6. That's on BBC. Jeen-Yuhs Ep2, the Kanye West show. So the film. It's this one again. He's now got he's after a car crash. He's broke his jaw, and this is when he makes Through the Wire. What was your thoughts on this episode?
He's a genius, man. He's a genius.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, like, you understand him a lot more because he thinks on different. Even when he was in that little room and he's in the choir singing the hook, and then the hook sounded so different to what was on the album. So I was like, "Wow, this sounds different." You just see him saying, "No, take that bit out and just jump to that part." And you're like, "How did he?" Because on the Unnatural single, it's so perfectly put together. You would have thought that they heard a track and thought, "Okay, we'll sing to it," and then, but no, he told them what to say and how to like take that part out and then put it in there, and to us, the listeners, we hear that track and like, wow, this track's sick. Like, but do you know, I can't really get out
the whole construct of it, innit?
Yeah, man. Like,
because you got to remember, you've even already envisioned how you want it to sound. You totally envision. It's like, and don't forget, because it's your album, it's your work. You know how you want it to sound, and you know what you want. Because you know what you want it to sound, you know what to take out. You say, you know what, maybe add an effect on this, or maybe snip this part out and loop it so it sounds like this. It's deep, man. And like you said, he's a genius, and it's just look, this guy is massively talented.
And I know you guys probably spoke last week and stuff, but it's like he's like, man would be rapping his heart off to Dame, to Jay. Even in the last episode when he's rapping to Biggs and Dame in the house. Bruv, all right guys, let's move out. They're ignoring him. Ignoring him, bruv. But imagine like, you know, you're sitting on a gold mine here. You know you that belief you have, and everyone around you doesn't have that same belief, and they're just powering you off. All the time, just powering you off.
Yo, the best rapper producer, Kanye. The best producer rapper. They were like, no, I'm not that. He's like, no, it's the.
Because he goes like, Kanye goes, that's like saying, you're the best kid rapper. Like, no, I'm the best rapper. Like, listen to my work. But they had no time for him. Nobody had time for him.
It's a weird one because you see, like, now we listen to the bars,
yeah.
Like, we listen to him rapping, like his flow and that, and then in your head you're like, I understood what Jay and them meant. Like, he wasn't good. Like in the concept of what rap was at that point, and that's why, like, with Spark,
don't you think he was good?
No, what I mean is, okay, that generation, you're listening to Jay-Z just spit bars. You're listening to Nas spit bars. You're listening to Freeway, Beanie Siegel, like that kind of rap. It was rap. Yeah? And Kanye was like backpack rap, which is a funny one because when Kanye argues with my man and says he doesn't like backpack rappers, I'm like, what are you talking about? You was one of those.
Yeah.
You was the first backpack rapper. But
he also mingled with. He was the first backpack rapper.
No, in his mind, that's what he called himself. But it was interesting. Like I said, he went to the comedy. He went to the poetry show, and recited the poems and stuff like that. Like, this Kanye was sick. If I'm honest with you, this Kanye was sick. This is College Dropout, and this was like my favorite Kanye. It's episode 3 where Kanye is going to hit. He's going to go left,
Well, we don't know, bro. I think we'll see the method to the madness.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna. That's what I'm saying. Did we see the trailer?
Yeah, there's a trailer came out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it going to be the last one?
Yeah.
I think it's the last one.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm scared of. Episode 3 is the one I'm scared of. Because obviously it's also not filmed by my man.
Oh yeah, because what's his name?
He went on to do other stuff, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? It's still going to be good. It's still going to have great footage anyway. But like you said, this is the one that you're scared of because the way we know Kanye now is completely different. Back then, that Kanye was hungry, you know, had money issues. You know, he avoided having the operation to, you know, complete his album. He begged people to go into the studio. Oh, I need your studio for 15 minutes. 15 minutes, you know.
Mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Man, jump up other people's studio sessions just to get time.
That's what I'm trying to say. And when he was signed and his label didn't release any money to support his albums, he had to do it himself. So
I also feel for him because you can see how close he is to Donda.
Yeah.
Like, and obviously because when she does, but I don't know if you're going to see it in that, but obviously she passes because of taking the cosmetic surgery and the rest of it, innit? And I feel like, I don't think he's ever recovered from that, you know?
No, he hasn't.
I don't think he's ever, even now, I'm saying, I think I think if his mum's hair, he doesn't act like a madman with Kim.
No.
Yeah. Sad. But, all right, well, that's genius. The next episode coming out on...
this week sometime.
This
Thursday,
week.
yeah,
it comes out, I think, Thursday. All right. Yeah, did I say Killing Eve has started?
Yeah.
No,
I
said Peaky Blinders. All right, Killing Eve. We'll do this very, very quickly. Well, it's back. Let's put it that way. Killing Eve is back. Next week we'll talk about episode 1 and episode 2. It came on after Peaky Blinders, I think. Did it come on after or before?
Monday came on.
Was it Monday?
Peaky Blinders was Sunday.
Okay, I just saw it. I was on my iPad, bro. I just saw it on my you know, I turn on Sky Q. Sky Q tells me what I'm supposed to be watching in it. So, all right, cool. Well, yeah, we'll talk about Peaky Blinders because I know, Kel, you hadn't watched it. I mean, we'll talk about Killing Eve. You haven't watched it yet? Yeah, so we'll wait and then we'll do episode 1 and 2 next week.
But you did watch Peaky Blinders, didn't you?
No, I mean Killing Eve. I'm talking about Killing Eve.
You watched Killing Eve? You watched that? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which
I just me and Bertha used to talk about it.
No, do you know what happened? I used to watch Killing Eve with you, man. And then I stopped watching it. Yeah, as in like I just didn't finish it. Or I wasn't up to date with you, man. But I watched the beginning bit and it kind of tells you what happened in the last.
You done a Rich, basically, yeah.
Yeah, but I had watched Killing Eve before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did I, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, you used to watch Killing Eve as well?
Yeah, the last episode.
He's got previous. All right. Trigger Point finally finished. Amen. As a series, very, very brief. What did you think of it on a scale of 1 to 10? Would you recommend it?
No. I parred it off from.
What did I say, guys? What did I say?
You know what? I can't lie to you, yeah. Like British TV, like the newer ones, I suppose, are getting a bit disappointing, you know.
Yeah, very dry.
So Peaky Blinders and Killing Eve better behave themselves, isn't it? Because they're the ones I'm really hanging on to.
No, I'd say some of them are really good. Some of them have been good.
I mean, yeah, like Line of Duty, to an extent.
That one we watched the other day were good. The one with the teacher one.
No,
I didn't like that.
I didn't like that one as well. I didn't like
the teacher one. You didn't like it?
No,
not how it ended. No.
The ending, okay. The ending was
it's just on all detectives. Like it's the same thing that he was saying there about. Yeah. And even I watched No Return as well.
What's that saying?
Same thing. Same, just like yeah. It's just a teacher with like same character, just different storyline, isn't it?
It's a bit funny. Like I find a lot of TV shows. I used to find it with films as well, or even books. Sometimes they have really amazing concepts. Yeah, really, really good starts, like a good thing, but they just can't finish.
You know why? Because they run out of budget.
But
I think it's that before you've even done your budget, you've got your story.
Yeah, there's no need for the story to fail. I think people are just scared of telling an actual accurate, good story because they have to make it, I don't know, some dramatic. Like even with Trigger Point at the end, it's like that guy that she was sleeping with on the side, seen at the side, like so obvious, man. I don't know how you're gonna tie into it, but you just became that villain, innit? Like you were just all calm and cool throughout the whole 5 episodes, and then you had your masquerade at the end, just talking like a villain. I thought, it's not for me, man.
Yeah, Trigger Point was it was a bit dead.
By the way, guys, I know you guys spoke about it last year, but I didn't really like Reacher, you know.
I didn't you?
No.
Get out of here, man.
You know why? He's too. Pause. Yeah, but he's too perfect. I hate that. You know, like those characters that just don't get hurt.
But
you know, Banshee get battered.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I said that last week though. It's the others around him that got hurt, isn't it?
I hate those clean. I'm so clean. I'm perfect. Nah, I don't like it. I didn't like it. Anyway, sorry.
It was Reacher was big.
I respect it. Like Trigger Point's done. We're not going to talk about Pirates because it's upsetting that only if you didn't watch it.
Next week.
Bruv, we're going to just lock it off. There's no point, bruv. All right, there's a film called Pirates on Netflix. Go and watch it. Let us know what you think about it. To be fair, I think I even told you that I went to watch it when I went to cinema.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You did.
But also, the biggest news is this week. Well, no, there's two big pieces of news. There's a new series that's coming out on Prime, brought to you by the makers of
Invincible and the boys
and Invincible. It's a animated. I was going to say cartoon. Yeah. It's animated.
It's going to be 18 as well.
Yeah,
definitely.
That comes out this Friday on Amazon Prime. But I would also this weekend is The Batman. The Batman is released this Friday, the 4th of March. I was reminded yesterday that I said I'm going to cinema to watch The Batman this week. I've already booked my 2 shows. Yeah, I've booked 2 sittings already this week. Yeah, the first one because I'm probably going to fall asleep, and then I said I'll take my little sister on the second one.
No need to show off, mate. No need to show off. Right?
I know.
One will do it.
Show off, you know.
Just stay awake and have some coffee or something.
You know what I mean?
I don't drink coffee. I might pop a Pro Plus, whatever. Yeah, to see if I can watch it. But the reason why, in particular, was that they said to me, "Oh, so which one of your listeners did you not choose to go and watch The Batman with?" And I completely forgot we spoke about doing a competition and all sorts.
Yeah, let's forget that stuff with it. Like when we're going to mention something, let's make sure we do it in there. Raising people's expectations. Like,
yeah, so I apologize. But next time we will actually follow through with it.
Sure, I might have to step aside.
So I do.
People waiting there. They're waiting there.
You know what I mean?
But also, guys, to be honest, we're not going to probably talk about Batman until the second week.
Yeah, I'm not sure when I'll be able to watch that.
No, just because I don't want it to be a spoiler. I want it to people to sit and marinate with people. So we'll probably do it in 2 weeks. So if you are interested,
got my ticket, baby.
If you are interested, holler at us and put the reason why you want us to let you go, and we'll see if we can sort it out.
And do you know what? I saw someone on Twitter on our feed, and said, "I've seen it already." And
don't let me get in my car, please. I swear. I swear to you, don't.
Mother dropped the list, you know.
Backwards as well, bro.
No. The person said, this is the Batman. And obviously I had to respond on our account and said, calm down. I had to respond straight away. This person
is... Like, are you trying to lose us
can you use your own account, please?
Exactly.
No, because obviously our account follows different type of people.
You represent us here, and just you can't talk to the people.
I had to tell them to calm down, and then other people started commenting, and I was like, "Oh, I'm out of here." Sign out, log out instantly.
Hey, change your password, didn't it? Change the password.
I'm gonna change the password. We're now gonna have to put it in the group if we're going to respond to a message or a comment. All right, well, guys, that's episode 130. We were looking forward to see you for episode 131, and until such time. Enjoy The Batman and enjoy your week. Peace.
Big up.
Peace.
Big up. Oh, yeah, then big up.